Calabria is known as the Forbidden 14er because it lies on private land. When the southwestern states were taken from Mexico in 1946 as a result of the Mexican-American War, the United States honored the archaic Spanish land grants where Spain awarded vast tracts of territory for as little as a case of whiskey. Calabria lies at the border of two of these land grants. The owner of the west side allows access to climbers for a $150 fee. I balk at paying anyone for the right to climb a mountain. I've climbed Calabria 4 times, twice from the east and twice from the north. The northern approach, known as Operation Dark Snake, is a 25-mile round trip along a ridge that features a dozen 13ers. I first climbed Operation Dark Snake in 2010 and then returned in 2014 and did it again with Sheila and John Huss. Paul Smith asked me if I would take him along Operation Dark Snake this month, but we came up a little bit short. We ran out of daylight. We didn't think we could finish before dark, so we turned around just short of Miranda Peak. The climb in 2014 with Sheila and John Huss was epic because we didn't make it to the summit of Calabria until 5 p.m. And then we were out all night long and I got lost. I didn't know where I was when the dawn came and we ended up having to bushwhack to the highway. That was quite an epic. This year, Paul Smith, he's climbed all the 14ers except for Calabria. They call it ABC, all but Calabria, because like most of us, he doesn't really want to pay $150 to climb a mountain. So I offered to take him on Operation Dark Snake. We thought we could do it in a day. Came up a little bit short because we did some math. We didn't want to be out there all night long like Sheila and John Huss and I were. So we turned around just short of Miranda Peak. What are we going to be doing?
Well, we're going to take the ridge south from the summit of Maxwell. So first we're going to summit Maxwell. Then we're going to head south, and we've got some 10 or so summits to go over before we get to Calabria, and then on to Red Mountain. Then we're going to come home.
Okay.
How hard can it be?
It's also known as Operation Dark Snake.
Yes.
Because Calabria is snake in Spanish, of course.
Right.
I had found it on the internet, and I thought, okay, we can do it this way.
Good.
So this is where the road ended for us. It was about half a mile before the end of the road, and we set up our camp right here. Well, we're about to embark. What time is it?
20 till 4.
Okay, we're ahead of schedule. Well, we're on top of Maxwell, Mount Maxwell, the first of a dozen or 13ers to do. There's Spanish Peaks in the background. So that's Marquesa right there. That's our next objective. Heading off Marquesa with Calabria way off in the distance. So number 2, 13er done. It's taken us 2 hours and 20 minutes so far from the car. There's De Anza, our next objective, our third 13er on our quest, Operation Dark Snake. We're both just running it in tenny runners, trail running shoes. I skipped the summit on De Anza, traversed to the right, because I've already climbed it twice. There's the airplane crash. We missed it. So the plane crash is not at Whiskey Pass, OBN Peak. I'm wondering if this is where John and Sheila Huss and I were bivvied waiting for the dawn, and then bushwhacked on down to the highway from here. So we were probably just past Whiskey Pass. The old road up to Whiskey Pass. Not sure how often it's used these days. We're on OBN and we're making an assessment coming up on 5 hours. And we're figuring at our pace, at my pace really, because Paul's moving up pretty good. We probably got 20 hours out here. So we're not sure what the future holds for us. But we're sort of thinking along the lines of 8 hours and turn around. You can see Culebra, and Miranda is off to the left. Loma Linda, their next objective. So you stayed too high.
No, I skate low, but I knew we were going to skip it. I thought, I don't want to skip it.
Oh.
Because I thought it may be an obscure 13er, but it's a 13er.
Okay.
So I
got
thought,
it.
I'll run up there and knock that out. You know, because
Paul's going to press on. He's going to go for 7.5 hours and then turn around. So he might not even make it up Miranda, is what I'm thinking. I'm going to just probably go up here on Loma Linda, see where Paul goes, and I might turn around. I told him if we get separated, I'd meet him at Whiskey Pass. So I'm pretty beat. 6 13ers so far today. Next in the sequence is Miranda Peak. And then here comes Paul. Looks like he turned around earlier than 7.5 hours. Probably turned around 7 hours. I've been here for a little over an hour. Just chilling, drinking water. I was pretty dehydrated. Feeling better now. On our way back, we came on this weather device that had been toppled in the wind.
the cheap baling wire failed, and then the whole thing, you know, the wind hit that. There was nothing on this leg here, so it just, no way they could stop it. So this right, you know, solar panel's charging a big old battery inside of there. But the cables are now cut.
A little propeller up there, a little solar. This is right between
Look at this.
Loma Linda and Francisco Peak. You think they tried to bolt it in? It looks like, I don't know what they did.
Some really cheap wire, baling
Oh,
wire. Stupid, you know, it's like, come on. And
Doesn't
look,
take-
even the stakes are kind of cheap because this stake broke off. That one right there. So you know the wind's got pretty significant, right?
Yeah, they know there's going to be wind here. Well, we continue back to our campsite, making it back to the campsite around 6 p.m. And after about 10 minutes, we decided to just go ahead and pack up our stuff and head on back to Colorado Springs and Manitou Springs. So, unsuccessful in our attempt to climb Culebra again, but a very successful day climbing 13ers all day long.